What is up there guys, Shortviews here, and today I'm bringing you a new video, and this video is Sakura Space. And last time where we left off, we were like looking for, I forget their names. I'm really bad. I haven't played this in so long, as you can tell by my upload schedule. But yeah, it's the white-haired girl, I know, and basically we're going to tell her about I forgot what we were telling her about, something to do with the mission, and she's in training, like preparing to go on the mission because she already knows about it. That's all I can recall. I'm really bad. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. But anyway, let's continue from where we left off. The drones immediately respond. They move in ever-shifting patterns, actively attempting to flank and keep their distance away from Nami's deadly blade. Nami. Okay, I gotta remember that. But just whenever I see her, just think, lol, the stupid champion with the tidal wave, and then I'll get the name. I hate that champion, by the way. Yet it does not seem to help at all. Nami moves like a blur, cutting them down within seconds of materializing. Bit by bit, the stream of virtual combatants begins to slow down, until no more enter the room at all. Without much more fanfare, she cleans up the remaining drones. Soon it is just her standing in the room. She does not even appear to be breathing particularly hard. How are my results? Your combat performance was exceptional, Nami. The time between an enemy entering the room and being eliminated is only a few seconds. All hostile entities in the simulation were eliminated with little to no delay. You are in peak condition for combat operations against non-organic targets. Overall, this has been your best performance since you helped quell that robotic uprising. Good. We may need to defend ourselves at a moment's notice, especially against non-organic foes. Non-organic? Oh right, so just like robot type-esque beings. She holsters her sword and stretches. I think it would be good to take a short nap now. It has been some time since I have gotten a good night's sleep after all. That would be a good idea. You did not sleep particularly well last night, I can tell. Slowly the virtual environment around her dissipates into pixels. Oh, Captain. I didn't know you were watching. That was a very impressive performance, Nami. It always amazes me to watch you fight. Right, thank you. Oh, she's blushing now. She gets awkward when she realizes someone has been watching her do something. Could you please let me know if you're watching? It just throws me off a bit. I didn't want to interrupt you when you look so focused. You are stellar. You are a stellar combatant, Nami. Thank you. I swear, Nami really is too shy for her own good. How is it that she is unable to handle someone looking at her while she works? I suppose it's just part of her personality. We have been working together for a very long time, and I have yet to see her act any differently. I want to get ready for when we confront our bounty. After all, practice does make perfect, doesn't it? You are right. Nami always practices. She is, by definition, a perfectionist. So what scenario did you use the simulation room for this time? Considering that the simulation room can simulate anything you can imagine. Okay. There is no lack of choices for training. Full scale... I went AI mode there for a second. Full scale invasion of Earth. It's like the one from that old game we used to play, all play together. You remember how we used to do that one dungeon where robots invaded Earth? Oh yeah, I remember that. When is the last time they have made a recent MMO in the Milky Way anyway? You know, what it's like with the industry these days. No motivation, nothing new. Yeah. I'm looking at you, Steam, and indie developers and stuff for just releasing the same old rubbish. I mean, get creative. I've seen the new releases, and most of them just look pretty much the same. And I'm just like, I'm not interested. If I've got one copy, why would I buy another? For the exact same experience. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Just the same old boring grinding. It's true. We should find another game though. It was fun back in the day. Although, this onboard simulator is amazing too. Definitely the best purchase we have made. Training before this thing was a nightmare. It sends shivers down my spine as I remember how badly Nami and Kotri damaged the ship with their sparring matches. What else have you tried simulating on it? Just combat situations, mostly. Nothing too special. You aren't even pushing this thing to the limits of its hardware. Maybe you could even simulate entire dungeons from the games we used to play. Well, don't want to run the risk of burning it out. Remember what happened when Kotri tried to simulate an entire MMO? Yes, and that is why Kotri is no longer allowed in the simulation room. Okay, she must have gone over the board with all that. At least she's content to spend most of her time at the pool instead of breaking the ship's hardware these days. So the target uses a whip as a weapon? That's what the report says. Why a whip, of all things? What about it is so special? It is a massive universe we live in, Nami. Finding someone proficient enough with a whip is to use it in combat. It is not exactly impossible. While true, anyone could apply themselves to learning any other weapon, and overall end up being much more effective. Simulate humanoid with a whip. Acknowledged. Simulate an armed humanoid. For a few moments we watch the simulation. The armed humanoid attacks the other one with its virtual whip. Nami analyzes it carefully, noting which angles and methods the whip-wielding simulation uses. Damn, that's pretty good, that simulation. This is only a very basic simulation, but it gives me a rough idea of how she could approach combat. She nods to herself. I have a few ideas for countering it now. There is more to her than a whip. I think so. There's gonna be more to her than a whip. She's gonna be some freaking superhuman kind of person. Definitely going with that. Do not get overconfident. There is a lot more to Akane than a whip. Considering that she threw an entire army of drones at me from out of nowhere, we have to be careful that she doesn't try to attack us in other ways. Waging a war with nothing but proxy drones is something she is capable of. I think so too. Although she is overconfident and would readily show her face whenever she wants, that does not mean she lacks the resources to be able to defeat us without revealing herself. Perhaps it would be better to focus on my training against the Sentinels. There is nothing wrong with training to prepare yourself for both possibilities. However, definitely, Captain. I will make sure that I'm prepared to fight against... Sorry. I just blanked out there. Against anything that she throws at us. I have no doubt that you will, Nami. Do we have any more information since we left that meeting? Deducing what we have observed, she is obviously someone with training. You cannot simply commit crimes in broad daylight and evade the police like that. It could be chalked up to luck, but she has managed to do it consistently. So we can presume that she is armed, dangerous, and very competent. That is good. That is a good presumption. Is there anything else notable that you have managed to deduce? We have worked out a rough estimate of where she might appear next. Once more information is available, we will proceed to where she is expected to appear next. The first part of a bounty hunt will be an investigation. We'll need to work out where she is before we can attempt to take her down. Not only that, but we do not know anything about her connections. She could have an entire cartel of criminals at her beck and call. That is true, Nami. Jesus Christ, and there's only, 3-4 of us? I don't think the AI can do combat, because she's like on the ship or whatever, captain. So, 3 of us against an entire army of criminals. Jesus Christ. Are you having second thoughts about this bounty, Nami? Not second thoughts. We'll probably never see another job like this again, but it is a good idea to plan ahead for potential danger. I agree.
Anyway, I would like to get some more practice in. I will speak to you later, Captain. Until then, Nami. I thought she said she wanted to go to sleep. Now she wants to train? Oh yeah, because I guess we told her more info. Okay. My mind has been in a rush since this whole thing began. I need a moment to clear my head. Another cup of cheap coffee and plenty of time to myself. I haven't started anything yet. Nothing has been set in stone. This is very deliberate on my part. Since I have rushed to get ready for this job, I'm going to end up doing a poor job of it if I keep this up. I have made plenty of observations and presumptions. Yeah, you made observations and presumptions, but you need to be precise and actually know your information, and don't jump too quickly into like a fight or anything without gaining more knowledge. Otherwise, you might just die. But what I really need to do now is clear my head. I can read, guys. At least I think that will be the best course of action. This game has a lot of decision making, guys. I don't know what would I want to do? Clear my head and rest up. I'm thinking the other choice is to talk with the other girls. No, I want to clear my head up. Right, I need to calm down. Unless I look at this with a clear head, all I'm going to do is end up with a jumbled mess. I butchered that sentence, I'm sorry. I need to just sit back and carefully analyze the whole situation. Fortunately, I have turned off the speakers in my room. While our AI is always helpful, I do not think I need to speak with it right now. What would be best for me right now is to be by myself. I do not need anyone distracting me from my own thoughts. Wait. Have I been retarded this entire playthrough? Oh my... Oh my god. I'm so stupid. I'm stupid. I thought like this was like one of those visual novels where you don't see the main protagonist. But I think the AI is like just a voice on the ship. So that must mean this redhead right here is me. I'm so dumb, guys. I'm ashamed of myself for not realizing this any sooner. I'm so... Oh my god. Okay. Let's just continue. I'm still going to do it in my voice, the main protagonist, because doing too many voices really hurts my throat. I don't need anyone distracting me from my own thoughts. Let me think. She has been sighted on multiple planets, but she only ever revealed herself once. And wherever she went, chaos followed in her wake. Judging by that information, she must work systematically. That little bit of information will be handy if it is true. With a bit of work, I have already noticed a pattern in between her crimes. There is a delay as she travels in between these planets. However, the crimes themselves, there does not appear to be any real link between any of them. Sometimes it's significant... Okay. Sorry, I just realized something from ages ago. Okay, let me just finish this. Sometimes it's significant property damage. Sometimes it is merely stealing something petty. Okay, now I got that cleared up. I just realized Kotari wanted to kiss me. So that means that they're lesbian. She's a lesbian. I'm correct, am I? Am I correct? Okay. Let's just continue. Okay. She did take some artwork from a local art gallery once, but it was a piece not done by anyone special. Who is she? And why is she doing this? This is what I cannot work out. And none of her crimes seem to be worthy of intergalactic attention. Then why has she got such a big bounty? Now that I think about it, everything about this bounty seems bizarre. Just who is she? I pull out a digital pen and a pad. One of the ways that I work out something is with a pen. It's impossible to buy paper these days, so I just make do with a digital pad. Sitting back down at my desk, I begin to draw out my thoughts. So, her first notable crime started on this planet, in this city. But none of the businesses or places she was cited had any connection to each other, as far as I can tell. Wait, where were these places located? Was there something close to them that I could connect them to? No, that I think about it. The locations of the crimes were always close to police stations. Then perhaps her motive is mocking law enforcement. Or is it for the thrill? But these details would have become readily apparent to anyone else investigating the case. So why hasn't anyone stopped her yet? Because no one can be bothered. All of the details swirl around in my head. I have to stop for a moment and calm myself down. There are patterns, but surely someone else would have observed these as well. So what does this all mean? What? Someone's in my room? Whoever they are, they've blocked my vision. I'm guessing it's Kotri. Did someone slip in onto the ship when I wasn't looking? Who's there? I immediately reach for my pistol. Before I can do so, they pull their hands away. With lightning reflexes, I turn around to see who's there. Look who it is! Guess who? That was the worst voice acting I've ever done. I'm sorry. She's pulling a silly grin at me. Nice to see you too, Kotri. I was so deep in my own thoughts that I did not hear her enter the room. I pull my hand away from my pistol. God, I remember this is an energetic voice. So, let me just get it into my head. Yeah. You should have seen the look on your face. It's so much fun to see our cool captain lose her composure. Kotri is always doing this, doing things like this. But it was kind of nice just to sit there and watch you thinking to yourself. Right. She's fully dressed in her battle gear. Well, everyone is, apart from me, apparently. I see that you're wearing your equipment. Well, it's been a while since we've had a big job, so I've been doing some training. Her daggers are glowing. Obviously, a sign that they've been used recently. I've gotten a bit rusty, but that's nothing a little effort won't fix. When she gets the motivation to do something, Kotri does it like no one else ever could. Whether that is a good thing or a bad thing, only time can tell. I was wondering what our illustrious captain was thinking about. Just working out the details on our bounty. I've bet everything on this case. Not only that, but it's going to be a difficult case to crack. With space travel as fast as it is these days, she could be anywhere in this sector. I only have a very vague information to work with too. So what do I do? I know you can work it out. After all, you just need to wait. She will slip up somewhere and you'll just get more and more info as time goes on. I don't know if we'll be so lucky. The trail is a bit stale, even if we arrive there soon. You're overthinking it. Just relax for a moment. I can see you're working yourself into a frenzy. She does have a point. Oh yeah. I'll be right back, guys. I just need to reset the camera. It's at its time limit. Okay, we're back, I think. Yep, okay. Even when I'm sitting up here, my thoughts are far too erratic. I need to calm myself down. I think I shall take your advice. Happy to help you out, Captain. I expect another kiss as a thank you since you're such a generous and kind-hearted captain. Don't push your luck. Yes, professionalism. She winks at me. You'll give it up one day. I'll charm you out of it. She disappears as silently as she arrived. Well, hopefully she does charm me out of it. Anyway, maybe I will give up one day. Oh, she said it! Okay, the ship we live on is quite a sizable one. Since the operations of this mercenary company span across many parts of the galaxy, there are many different teams who live on board. Oh, I did not know that. Every team has their own living quarters, and there are even onboard shops. They can even have AIs which act as admins in their quarters if they so wish. Our AI signals us as we step out. Keep in mind that you currently do not have an income. This job you have picked is not going to pay for some time, so you do have to be careful with your budget. Thank you again. Come on everyone. Nami stands there awkwardly in a suit. Do we have to? Well, if you don't want to go, then you can just stay in our quarters. No, I want to go. When she isn't in training or on a mission, Nami is very awkward around other people. Okay, socially awkward, okay. She's trying to get better at it, however. Kotri, on the other hand, has to be restrained when she's around the other people. She acts too much like an overly friendly Labrador, when she's in public. I wonder how everyone is doing today. Remember, you are representing the pride of our company when you're out in public, Kotri. You must act in a dignified, professional manner. She's not listening, however. Come on, let's see what new gadgets they have here. She's practically pulling me by the arm and Nami trailing close behind. Perhaps it would have been a better idea to stay in our quarters after all. Then again, most of the company are familiar with their shenanigans, so perhaps this won't be too much of a problem. These two caused such a scene between the both of them. I will just have to roll with punches in this time. As we pass by a cafe, I can hear the mercenaries chatting amongst themselves. So, have you heard about that $1 billion bounty? Who hasn't heard about it? Everyone here wants to have a crack at it, you know. Well, it looks like the bounty has not gone unnoticed. This means we will have to be careful too. It sounds like a whole lot of talking about nothing to me. What? $1 billion Imperial dollars is nothing? So I bet such a stupid voice on that. Okay, the mercenary snorts. Sorry, that we all aren't driving diamond encrusted ships like you are. You know that diamonds are worthless in this galaxy. They've been mining a damn planet made of this stuff for years. You know what I mean. The point is that even if it turns out to be a hoax, it's worth having a look. That would just be a waste of everyone's time. There's no way of knowing if the bounty is legit or not. They probably won't pay up at the end of it either. If someone has that kind of dough just lying around, then they probably have the kind of hired muscle to ensure that the merc who claims the bounty mysteriously disappears. Well, when you put it like that, maybe it'd be a better idea to stick to a safer job. There's no replacement in this world for hard work, sadly. Such a stupid voice on that. Looks like everyone is excited about this bounty. It would seem that way. Hey, you lot, do you mind? We're trying to have a conversation here. My apologies, gentlemen. No point in starting a fight. Passing by the electronic shop, Kochi's eyes glimmer with excitement. Remember that we have to be careful with our budget for the time being. Only buy things which are essential. All of this looks fairly essential to me. I just shake my head. Nami, however, does not appear to be interested in any of it. Is this something that you wanted to see while we're here, Nami? Oh. The memory on my SD cards ran out, man. Oh, I've only got 20 seconds. So, I feel like playing more, so I'm gonna switch the SD cards. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back on my backup SD card, and we'll just get right back into a Sakura space. Is there something you wanted to see while we're here, Nami? Yeah, I said that. There are a number of different things you can buy here. I want food. We have not restocked in ages. She makes a fair point. Oh, right. That is an excellent idea. We have to restock on bacon first and foremost. You should really cut back on the bacon. Not you too. If you plan to have so much bacon, you should really do some swimming with me. It would be a great way to burn off all that fat. It isn't that bad. Kind of is bad. And I do plenty of work. Everyone in my crew is so carefree. I sometimes wonder if there is any point to me being the captain at all. What we need is to buy an array of healthy, fresh ingredients. I know many diet plans which would be perfect for energy and combat awareness. Perhaps you would like to try it, Captain? What about you, Kotri? Nope, I'm just fine as I am. But your diet is far from optimal. My stomach works very different from everyone else's. You see, it's highly important that I get the right amount of sugar daily. How else do you think I have all this energy? It would explain a lot in retrospect. Anyway, that will not be necessary. Just stock up on a variety of different supplies. If you can make something healthy from our stores, then great. If not, then we will just make do. Earth-like ingredients are few and far between on the ship. Since we pass by all sorts of different places, you can end up with some exotic ingredients. Let's just hope that no one decides to pick up a piece of fruit because it looks pretty. Is something wrong, Captain? You seem troubled. I just remembered that I had something I needed to do. You two go ahead without me. Are you sure it's nothing? Yes, please. I'll be fine. The two of them seem reluctant, but they don't say anything. Okay, we're back before you know it. Let's go buy dinner, Nami. Understood. The two of them disappear out of sight. Good. What am I doing? I feel like I'm doing something dodgy. I go to an isolated part of the ship where I'm sure no one else is around. Alright, you can come out now. Now what business do you have with me? It's probably just my imagination. Maybe those two mercenaries who we were listening to earlier. Around here, people tend to solve their disputes that way. Strictly non-lethal, of course. It goes against company policy to injure other employees. For a long time, there appears to be no one here. No one there. I then hear a giggle echo through the hall. Oh, I'm just curious about you. It's a woman's voice. I know better than most people that you get a lot of strange people on the ship. It's massive and it passes by many different space stations and hubs throughout the galaxy. However, something about this woman, it makes me uneasy. If you were just curious about me, you could have simply approached me. And yet you followed me all the way here? I cannot help but doubt that you have good intentions. You don't have good intentions, whatever. You possess a very analytical mind. Tell me, Captain Sheikah, who do you think I am? You must be a drifter of some sort. Or it could be the person we're chasing! Oh, I'm not good with faces, but I'm familiar with teams who work around here. Anyone who knows me also knows better than to try and start a fight with me. I find it hard to believe that a random drifter happens to have business with me. So, just who are you meant to be? Oh, believe me, we are connected. You took a bounty job recently, didn't you? Like everyone else here, you do odd jobs, and I'm sure that such a massive bounty would be irresistible to you. You seem to know a lot about me. That is a bit unsettling. Some strange woman followed me like this, and I was only able to get a vague feeling of being watched. Whoever this person is, they are excellent at concealing themselves. This is a cause for concern. I cannot help but let my hand rest on my pistol. You would be surprised at how popular your crew is. It does not matter what job you do, you always do it. You have something of a cult following throughout the galaxy. What I find odd, however, is that you're completely unaware of this. There are people who report sightings of your crew everywhere you go. This is the first time I've ever heard of this. Well, you can't say... Well, I'm not surprised if there's like people following her crew because damn, they're all women and they are all hot, okay? Just what kind of fan base do we have then? I do not exactly glue myself to a digital pad like Kotri does, but that's something I have to worry about later. There's another detail. Oh, there's also another detail. Isn't it publicly available information when a team picks up a job? That's right. You have to make a declaration to the company when you take up a job, where every other employee on board the ship can find out who is doing what job if they look it up. So somehow this woman has gotten that information, and she became aware that my team has chosen this case. However, there would be hundreds of names on it by now, judging by the interest generated. So why did you single my crew out then? What exactly makes us stand out among the hundreds of who are taking up that job? Oh, but you are very special, Captain. No other mercenary company on board has a success rate as high as yours, do they? Oh, hello. It's then that the woman finally steps out from the shadows. Her appearance. Wait, what's that she's holding? It all suddenly clicks into place. So you must be Akane then. But how did you end up here? I told you, she's the one with the whip. She looks interesting, to say the least. The whip that is her signature rests in one of her hands. I have no doubt that you figured out the pattern, but there was one other small detail you missed. A company ship also happened to visit the planet you are talking about. It's then that it hits me. So our company employee has been the one causing this mayhem. Something about it did seem familiar to me. In other words, it was you. Precisely. You're a sharp one, aren't you? That ship just so happens to be docked on this capital ship. She's just giving all of this away so easily. You wouldn't reveal this information unless you were supremely confident that you wouldn't be caught. Although I am not certain that this woman is really who she claims to be yet, what she is doing does fit in with my previous theories about her. She leaves visible trails and clues on purpose. She must believe herself to be untouchable, even by people who are extensively trained. Now that is a bit worrying, considering that I'm facing her by myself. Also correct. But I don't think I'll tell you why I'm untouchable by you. You enjoy a bit of detective work, don't you, Captain? Well, my job does often require me to employ using detective skills. Okay, that's already something else that I have an idea of. You have training, I can tell by the way you move. Even now, she has a cat-like grace. She's carefully poised, just standing in the right position. Judging by the length of her whip, I would guess she has about a 3-meter reach. And she just happens to be roughly that close to me right now. You would be correct once again. But before you ask me why I picked your crew, what do you think the answer is?
Well, okay. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. I played almost half an hour. Damn, that's a long ass video. I'm sorry. I was not able to get a clickbait thumbnail, but I'm sure I will be able to find a way, as I always do. And okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, leave a comment if you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.